Alright, what's going on, guys and gals? My name is Neko Fluttershy, and holy shit, that's how you fucking start every video in the world. Now, we're going to be taking a look at a game. Some of you might not know. Now, what game are we talking about? How the fuck am I supposed to know? Well, I mean, you probably do. I mean, I don't know what game you know, what games you don't know, what games you don't care about. Let's play some Fire Emblem. Alright. Now, a little bit of spoiler alerts in session here, because I'm far into the game. If you haven't made that far in the game, you haven't played it yet, fuck it, who cares? This is your time to get the fuck out. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Now I'm going to be teaching you guys and gals some tips and tricks that I have seen. Well, that I've experienced. So I'm on chapter... What chapter am I on? I didn't pay attention. You think I pay attention? Alright. Fix this. No! Ah! You saw mine for a second. That's a good thing. Alright. You know what? That's fine. That's better. Alright. So obviously you gotta have Ike. He's the majority of the he's the main character. But Boyd. Alright, Boyd has to be the one guy. If you're gonna train anybody, make Boyd first. Train him to be the best that he can possibly be. And what do I mean by that? Well, Boyd, he was an axe wielder guy. I forgot what his base thing is, but you have to upgrade him to a warrior. Well, you don't have to, but my recommendation is you do. This guy can one-shot anything with a bow and arrow, or he can one-hit enemies with relative ease with axes. So that's why you need him as a warrior. For your basically magic users, my recommendation is Lina. Have her maxed out as well, you know, level-wise, not stat-wise, although if you can, get them as high as you can with stats, as well as weapon levels. As you see, Boyd is an S rank in axes and A ranks in bows and arrows. I'm trying to get him to use S rank. S rank will allow him to use the double bow. So yeah. Options. Let's go back to the options. Yeah, let's lower that setting down. Now I can't see anything. Alright, but yeah, Lina and Boyd, you have to have, at least that's my recommendation, but Boyd, definitely. He is the main guy to use, all the way to the fucking end. Gatry, he's another one I recommend, Shinin, Tornado, basically generals for defensive positions, you know, the defensive stats. Now, in terms of skills, what do I recommend? Well, since Boyd is a warrior, my recommendation is Tempest and Colossus. Colossus is really overpowered skill, I think, in my opinion, and that is perfect. Now, Boyd has max HP, max strength, and max skill. Defense needs a little bit of work, so if I can get some other items that can raise defense and stuff like that, I will most definitely raise defense, because yeah, Resistance I don't care about, honestly. Because Boyd just one-shots everything anyway. Just move him up to a sage or a mage or anything like anyone that uses magic. And watch him just obliterate everything. I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. Largo, he's alright, I guess. Basically, the rest of these characters are just filler. You know, Har, he's alright. You know, he's fine. But, I don't really care. Largo, meh. He's good for power, strength-wise. Lucia, she's alright. Jeffrey or Geoffrey, whatever, he's alright. Khalil, she's okay. But for sages, we've already got Liner, so we don't need her. At this point in time, I gave up on Mist. Just give up on Mist as soon as you have her. No joke. She becomes way more powerful in Radiant Dawn anyway. Volk. I use Volk only when there are areas with chests in them, or you know, different levels of maps that have chests in them, because he can automatically, you know, without a lockpick, or he automatically has basically a lockpick thing. You can also steal weapons and stuff and items, stuff like that. So he's really cool. He's really good for that purpose of, yeah. Leth is alright for a cat. I mean, I'm the better cat here, but yeah. All these other characters that are grayed out, yeah. Khalil, but yeah, Lina is, and, okay, the top 5 you need. Ike, Lina, Boyd, Gatry, and Shinnen. Tanith is pretty good because you can use Tanith for, summoning in reinforcements. You know, calling in different people so you don't have to fight as much as well as lower the enemy's stats. You know, the health and stuff, and lower the durability of their weapons and things like that. So honestly, it's really good to use. My position, always have Boyd at the front and center. That's how it should be. He'll just blast through everything. Lina, again, same thing. Gatry's alright. Tanith, I guess. Everyone else, I don't care about. Let's be real here, who cares? I find a bunch of Lagoos and Bjork alike. So, yeah. Tibarn is right here. You need him, I guess. I mean, you don't really need him, but he would be most recommended for the fight. But anyways, I got everything I need. Twisted Tower. Yeah, they're pretty. Alright, watch this. So I'm gonna take Boyd, right? Okay, which one has the most defense? 16. I guess they have equal. 17, 4, 15. 19, 2, 15. 16, 2, 16. 14, 2, 16. I guess the cat is better. But watch this. If it doesn't one-shot kill, it'll two-shot kill. So Boyd is the one you need in battle a lot of the time. Now, let's get Lina up there. I'll send Tanith over there. Alright, you! What am I gonna do with you? Wait, what do I have? Oh, a flame lance, forgot about that. Alright, I'm gonna shove you. Please tell me I can actually... No, okay, I'm gonna shove you again. Wrong one! Oh, well, you know what? Suck my gravy balls. You know what? Shinnen is good anyway. See? I I told you he was good. He just one shot at a fucking tiger like it was nothing, and leveled up. More skill, more HP. So yeah, this guy's pretty good as well. And also has got S rank, so I could really give him right now. I could give him a double bow that Boyd has, but I'm letting Boyd have that because he's better off having that. Because look at his strength, 30, right? And Shin only has 15. But yeah, front and center, guys. Front and center. Alright. Halt. Yeah, don't really let Tibarn get action until later. That's my personal recommendation. So yeah, I'm just gonna let everybody do their thing. Khalil, I don't really care about. But I try to keep everybody alive best I can, because I like a good army. I like a good amount of people to serve under my command. Yeah. Uh-oh. Bird! It's a bird, it's a plane, it gave me 6 damage. Oh! Yeah, her stats need a little bit more work, but... Yeah! Alright, come on, fuck him up! Fuck him up like Christmas! Take that, you stupid bird. Alright, Shin, do your stuff! Boom! Yeah, he's not good enough. But Ike's got Ragnar. Not that it really matters, because Ike is like... I mean, in a way, he's kind of overpowered. He's got, 50 HP, 24 strength, 24 defense, that sort of thing. He's maxed out on skill and defense. If you want to know what the flashing green is, that means basically he's at his max. Max defense, max skill. He can't really be killed right now. But if he can, that would be something to see. Alright, Boyd. Yeah. I like the music. The music's really good. I recommend the soundtrack if you haven't already gotten and heard the soundtrack. Yeah! Get him, Gatry! Yeah! Woo! Come on, everyone. Get him! Fluff them up! Fluff them up! Alright. Wee! No, maybe not hard. Hardy, hard. Fuck. But yeah, this game is really good. Oh! You're going after someone who's got high defense as a stupid bird? Really? You're going after someone with a bird? Yeah, the story isn't that important. Long story short, there's a war. Like Fire Emblem, everything seems to be going fine in the beginning, and all of a sudden, bam, they're stuck in a war. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. Ike, he used to work for a company, and he still kind of does, called the Grail Mercenaries, and he's training with his father and shit like that to become a better swordsman. And long story short, he's alright, he's good. But later on, he becomes the leader of the entire group. And the general, pretty much, he's the one to talk to, he's the one to go to, for things like that. But, yeah. The thing about it is, this guy's a nut. And his father died. Yeah, I told you there'd be fucking spoilers, so fair warning to you guys out there. But yeah, I love this game. And I might be wondering, how am I playing it? This game costs like $200 or $300 on eBay. I'm emulating it. I'm playing it via emulation, if you haven't already saw at the beginning. But you know, I don't have the money right now to actually buy the game. I would gladly buy it. No joke. I'd be like, yeah, I'll buy it. But I don't have the profit right now. I don't have the money. If I had the money, you bet your ass I'd buy it right now. I'd be on eBay right now. I'd be like, yeah, I'm buying it. And then I'm gonna put the game on my shelf and completely forget it even exists. That seems to be how it is. Like, I buy a game, any game, for the GameCube or PS2, and I just download the ROM anyway. I download the ROM or the ISO or something like that. I don't actually play the game physically. But it's a nice thing to have in case I want to play it physically. It's always a really good idea to get it physically. But, you know, in some cases when the game is so fucking expensive, again, you are much better off actually downloading these games. Nintendo's not going to see a bit of profit out of this anyway. And, you know, ROMs and emulation are basically preserving the past, because everybody in their fucking cat seems to be like, nah, we don't really need to preserve the past. We don't need to preserve these games that are almost 20 years old. Wait, what? Did I really just say that? Did I really just say that Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is almost 20? Yeah, it'll be 20 in a few years. Hold on, I'm looking that up right now. Our top photo editing apps. I don't care. Hold on. When did Path of Radiance come out? April 20th, 2005. So 4 more years? Well, yeah, 4 more years it'll be 20. Fuck. Like, these games that are almost 20 years old, or over 20, or whatever, they need to be preserved. And normally these games can't be played anyway because they're so fucking expensive. Now, Fire Emblem, for some reason, you know, these games are always high in price. Even, like, the original ones. I want to get Fire Emblem for the NES, but it's actually the Famicom, because I don't believe they actually made a Fire Emblem game here in the US. Fire Emblem was never in the US until the Game Boy Advance, because they brought characters from Fire Emblem into Smash Brothers, and that's what really made the characters stick. And these games have come out ever since then in the US, as well as, you know, the popular Japan. But my question is, why didn't they make these games available in the US to begin with? You know, there's so many games that could have boosted the popularity of the series as a whole if they would have just brought them over in the first place. A lot of people, yeah, there's side-scrolling games on the NES, and things like that, but, you know, who doesn't love a good turn-based RPG strategy game like this? Like, I'm not even joking, who doesn't love one of those? Boom! Boom! Power! But yeah, I do believe that video games need to be preserved at all cost. I ain't even kidding on this one. You know, and I keep talking about it, but nothing ever really gets done about it. You know, and, you know, Nintendo has 16 cows, 15 coronaries, and a bottle of whiskey, you know, when you emulate, because they're like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, okay, fine. Then give us a way to enjoy these games legitimately and cheaply. Like, you don't want me to, you know, emulate Mario Kart Double Dash? Then remake that game. Re-release it for the Switch. Make an HD remaster or something. Make it... Basically preserve that game. Do whatever you can to bring the game back to... whatever. Don't... I mean, that's the same thing with Sony. Sony is like, oh yeah, well, you shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, well, you've been doing some pretty stupid shit lately. That's, you know, that we have no choice. We never had choice, pretty much. You know, it's either we emulate these games, or, you know, we don't, or these games die. We either preserve these games, or they're forever gone. They are forever lost to time, lost to history, and we never get to enjoy these games ever again. And again, not everybody has $200, $300 just lying around to play these games and to purchase them. And some games that are limited run games, limited copies, some games like LSD were only made in Japan, and on top of that, you know, those games are expensive as all hell. So, in all seriousness, there is no real actual way to play them without emulation anyway. So it's better to emulate. And besides, no one's gonna be making profit out of these games anyway. These older games. No one at Nintendo is gonna make profit from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. No one's making profit from, you know, Radiant Dawn. Because the Wii is old, right? The Wii is ancient. And at this point, I restart the game. Yeah, I restart. If I lose one ally, so technically that is kind of cheating, but if I lose an ally that is very beneficial to me, like Lina or Boyd, guess what? I'm resetting. Yes, I may have to do this all over again from the beginning, but it's worth it. Just be like, yeah, you know what? Boyd powers activate! But yeah, you see why Boyd is so overpowered and so amazing? Oh! But yeah, like if we're being serious here and we're being, you know, that whole thing, I think video games need to be preserved. Not hidden and not just forgotten in space and time. You know, some of these games never... And it really pisses me off. Like, nothing pisses me off more than game companies not doing anything to bring these games out elsewhere. Like, there probably wouldn't be nearly as much piracy or emulation going on if, you know, these game companies actually did what they should have done to begin with. I'm basically done with this game at this point. You know, I'm done with video. But let me show you something. Let me show you a little something that might make you want to go crazy. Alright. Well, okay, fine. Nintendo. Let's go back to where I was. How many of these games are very expensive now? Oh, I can't even fucking see that shit. God damn. Fuck. You can't see anything. Why does my camera have to be so good? There we go. Okay, there we go. Alright, so look at these games. Animal Crossing, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, DDR. All these GameCube games, especially Fire Emblem, is so fucking expensive. look at Animal Crossing. I'm gonna take a look at Animal Crossing on eBay, and let me show you something. The video is basically over at this point, so whatever. I played enough Fire Emblem in this video. Animal Crossing GameCube. Alright. So, I'm seeing one $64, basically $65 for Animal Crossing. Disc only is like $40. Of course, that's without the shipping and the tax, so you're probably paying around $70 for one copy of Animal Crossing. Yeah, that's $70. $70 fucking dollars. Alright, let's take a look at buy it now and lowest price. Maybe there's... yeah. The Japanese one is $17. $17. But if you want the actual game, it's gonna cost you a lot, right? Alright, let's take a look at Buffy the Vampire Slayer Chaos Bleeds on GameCube. It's not a first-party Nintendo game. Chaos Bleeds GameCube. Oh my god. Okay, it was more expensive than I thought it was. Holy shit. Alright, so the cheapest copy I've found right now for Buffy the Vampire Slayer Chaos Bleeds is $53.55. Yeah, $53. Just for a game on the GameCube. Alright. Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. Let's look and see how much this one is. Mario Mix. Okay, this one is kind of a little bit cheaper. I can respect that, it's DDR. Alright. Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix is apparently $16.99. So it's cheap. It's on the cheaper variety, especially for a Mario game. Mario games are usually... if it says Mario, kabam! The prices go all the way. Alright. Moment of truth. How much is Path of Radiance, the game I just played? Fortnite account. Why would I pay for a Fortnite account when I've already got my own? Alright, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. $250. $250! Yes. 250.00. That's how much we're talking about for Path of Radiance. Yeah, you could either A, buy a new game console, or maybe some old game consoles, retro, or you can buy Path of Radiance for the GameCube. And I'm thinking one of my paychecks will go towards Path of Radiance. I'm tired of not having that game physically. But yeah, you see how expensive some of these games are on the GameCube. And you look at some of the games like Luigi's Mansion, or Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Party, Mario this and Mario that. Zelda, Smash Brothers, all these games. Maybe Strike Force Bowling might be the cheapest one. But the majority of these games, since they're so good and so popular and things like that, they're expensive as all hell. They are more expensive than you thought possible. And so, you know, at some of these cases, not everybody has a couple $1,000s to spend on just these few games. I mean, I don't really have $250 just lying around to spend on Path of Radiance. I don't really want to spend my whole paycheck on just Path of Radiance, but I will. Because I'm tired of not having this game in my collection. That's a small price to pay for a game that I've beaten on multiple times. I beat it on easy, I beat it on hard. I'm going back to beating it on easy again because, you know what, I just love the campaign, or I love the game so much. But yeah. Yeah. So probably in like the next 2 or 3 weeks, I go back to work, maybe 4. I'm already gonna be spending about probably $600 or $700 on video games. Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, all that money is gonna go away as soon as I get it, because I'll be like, yeah, yeah, Fire and Path of Radiance, $250, just insane. But anyways, guys and gals, that's it for this video. I love Path of Radiance. That game's amazing. I need to get my Hot Pockets out and eat those before they get really cold and hard like my dick. Alright. I'm just slamming doors. But yeah. So anyways, guys and gals, as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, people, and bro hoof.